Hey, what's up guys? So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is about 3 years away, and after I put out my last Guardians 3 video, literally a day after guys, so much Guardians 3 info has now dropped. Mark Hamill is heavily rumored to be playing the main villain of the movie, which is also heavily rumored to be the High Evolutionary. The High Evolutionary basically is this dude who is obsessed with genetic engineering and taking lower life forms, or pretty much any life form, and evolving them to like the highest degree. And Zac Efron is also rumored to be heavily eyed for the role of Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock is basically supposed to be a physically perfect human, so that makes sense with Zac Efron, guys. Realistically, that makes sense. We got a lot of info about new characters, we got some plot points, and we got some info about how they're going to be sending off certain characters and taking some characters down different paths that we weren't really expecting, and also how they are going to be setting up new characters for the future of the MCU. So I think for the most part, the High Evolutionary and Zac Efron being Adam Warlock is pretty much locked in, or at least those two characters and Mark Hamill playing the High Evolutionary. But take all the rest of this with a grain of salt, guys. The movie is still a long ways away, so things could change. So supposedly Aisha, the Queen of the Sovereign, is going to hire a team of bounty hunters to apprehend the Guardians, of course, for the slight against her people. You know, Rocket stealing the Annulex batteries. So supposedly the team is going to consist of Beta Ray Bill, the Corbinite version of Thor, probably the muscle that's going to apprehend Thor. We already know he exists from Thor Ragnarok and him being on the Champion's Tower. But supposedly somewhere in the film, Thor is supposed to give Stormbreaker to Beta Ray Bill. Stormbreaker was originally the name of the hammer that Beta Ray Bill wielded in the comics. So I'm wondering if Thor is gonna make another stop to Nidavellir to pick up another hammer, or what's gonna happen with that. But I think that will be interesting. Next we have Moondragon. So she's basically like a super high level telepath, expert martial artist. I heard that the High Evolutionary will actually be responsible for reviving her after whatever Thanos or Ronan actually did to Drax's family. And Moondragon is actually the daughter of Drax, so I'm really interested to see the dynamic and just see how he's gonna react to actually seeing his daughter, if he'll even recognize her, or what's gonna go on with that, because I like the way that they kind of set up Drax's family and his whole arc throughout the movies, especially with his family being deceased. I want to see that come to fruition. The next bounty hunter would be a character called Bug, and he's kind of a deep cut from Marvel. He used to be affiliated with this team called the Micronauts, then he later joined the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's pretty much like an actual Ant-Man mixed with kind of like a Spider-Man. He can cling to walls, he has like insane agility, he also has antenna, and he has some communication with other beings that have antennas, so I can see them playing with him and Mantis characters, like maybe having a special form of communication. But he's actually from the Microverse in the comics, which in the MCU, which is the Quantum Realm. So I don't know if they're gonna delve into the Quantum Realm. As I've told you guys before, I don't believe that the Infinity Stones are gone. I believe the Russo brothers alluded to it some time ago that they were reduced to atoms, and atoms, the subatomic realm, going subatomic. So I do believe that the Infinity Stones, wherever they are, they're in the Quantum Realm. Maybe something like that could be introduced into the movie. I know that the High Evolutionary, he made Counter Earth in the comics, and he used the Infinity Stones to do that. I don't know if that's going to be his main plan in the movie. So some of the plot points that I've heard and that have been rumored is basically the team of bounty hunters is going to capture the Guardians, bring them to the Sovereign. A fight is going to ensue that's going to unleash Adam Warlock, and Aisha is trying to sick Adam Warlock on the Guardians to like defeat them, but he's not going to actually want to fight at this point. And then the High Evolutionary gets to him, kind of warps his mind, and the Magus actually makes an appearance, and he's going to be the big bad of the movie apart from the High Evolutionary. The Magus, for all of you that don't know, is Adam Warlock's evil version, or the evil form of himself. It's also said that we will be getting an appearance from Rocket's girlfriend from the comics, Lila, an evolved otter. It is said that Rocket, by the end of the movie, is going to go live with her, and Groot's going to want to come, and Rocket says no, like you have to look over Peter Quill, something about him being weak, and it's just going to be a very tear-jerking moment, which I can't wait for. I'm excited. I love Rocket, I love Groot, and just seeing this kind of father-son dynamic between them throughout the movies, it's been crazy. I didn't think I was going to care about these characters as much as I do now. Supposedly Gamora from the alternate timeline is going to like Thor, Fat Thor, more than she likes Peter, so that's going to be another funny dynamic, guys. The dynamic between Thor and the Guardians in Infinity War, and the dynamic dynamic between Peter Quill and Thor in Endgame, especially at the end on that ship. It's just so damn hilarious, and I can't wait to see Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt just going at it for 2 hours. It's gonna be just hilarious. But I think honestly that this is going to lead into several different things. I do think that there is a chance that we could get Nova in the movie. There's been talks about a Nova movie being in development right now, and it's also said that at the end of the movie that Adam Warlock and Thor will form a team to protect the universe from cosmic level threats. So I can definitely see them forming their own version of the Infinity Watch. Now that we're gonna have Moondragon, arguably Bug, and Beta Ray Bill, I would like to see either an Asgardians of the Galaxy team so we can get Valkyrie back, but also I would like to see an Infinity Watch team. I think Infinity Watch is probably the most likely thing, especially if the High Evolutionary is trying to get to the subatomic realm or to the quantum realm to get the Infinity Stones. I don't know how he'd do it. I think it would kind of be a little bit too much for a Guardians movie, but I think it would be sick to see because the High Evolutionary is pretty famous in the comics for giving Adam Warlock the Soul Gem. I don't know if any Infinity Stones are actually going to appear or if we get an Ant-Man movie before we get Guardians 3 and the stones just kind of pop up again. I think it could be likely. I do not think that the stones are gone. A lot of different things will stem out from this. I think an Infinity Watch is very likely, but I also think an Asgardians of the Galaxy team is likely as well, especially when Guardians 3 comes out. I think so much is going to happen in the MCU, it's going to change our perspective on how we're looking at anything from now on. But yeah guys, that's pretty much all my thoughts on the rumors that I've been hearing. If you've heard any new rumors, please let me know. I'd love to hear them. Let me know what you think about some of the rumors that I was talking about, whether you agree, whether you disagree on some of my thoughts and speculations. Let me know. And if you have your own thoughts and speculations, please leave them in the comments down below guys. I'd love to hear them. Let me know, do you like the High Evolutionary for the main and final villain of the Guardians trilogy? And do you like Zac Efron being Adam Warlock, the physically perfect human being? And let me know what you think about Thor joining the Guardians, whether you love it, whether you don't. Let me know, and let me know if I got anything wrong or if I missed anything. That's pretty much it guys. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.